Isn't it a great feeling when you get the best of something? Having first pick of something is great because you can pick your favorite thing. The biggest, best, or favorite color, thing, or food. But as great as it is to have the first pick, there is so much blessing in putting others first. Now, that can be hard to do because we love ourselves and want what's best for us most of the time. But that's not God's plan for us. In today's Bible story, Abram gives someone else the first and best choice and was blessed because he did. Let's learn about it as we listen to the story of Abram and his nephew from Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 9, and chapter 13, verses 1 through 18. One day, God spoke to Abram. God made a covenant with Abram and made 3 promises. God's first promise to Abram was to give him a special land, but Abram would have to leave his home to get there. So Abram packed up along with his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot. At this time, Abram was 75 years old. That's a pretty old age to be moving to a new land, and they didn't exactly have U-Haul trucks back then. So it was probably just camels, donkeys, and wagons. God continued to bless both Abram and his nephew Lot while they were traveling to the new land. As time went by, both Abram and Lot got more and more stuff. God gave them more flocks of sheep, more herds of cattle, and they needed more servants and tents. Eventually, Abram and Lot had so much stuff that they couldn't both fit on the same land. The servants started fighting over whose tents went where and whose animals got to feed in which pastures. Abram loved his nephew Lot and didn't want to fight with him. So, Abram took Lot and stood high on a cliff. From there, they could see the whole land before them. Abram said to Lot, "I don't want us or our servants to fight. Look at the land before you. We need to go different directions. If you take the left, I will go right. If you take the right, I will go left." Abram let Lot have his pick of land first, and Abram was willing to take whatever was left. When Lot looked around, he could see a giant plain that had a bunch of water and looked like the most beautiful garden he had ever seen. Naturally, he chose that land for himself. Abram wasn't disappointed that Lot took what looked like the best land. He knew God was in control, and whatever land he got, God would bless. When Abram finally arrived at his land, God spoke to him one more time. He said to Abram, "Look to the north and to the south. Look to the east and to the west. All of this land will be a blessing to you and your descendants from now until forever." You know, when most of us have the first pick, we usually choose the best thing, don't we? The biggest cookie, the muffin with the most blueberries, the piece of cake with the most icing, or whatever it may be. But that's not what Abram did in today's story. In fact, he did the exact opposite. He let his nephew choose first and let him pick the greenest land with lots of water. Abram was thankful to have what was left, knowing that God would bless it. Abram was humble. He was a great example of today's Bible verse, Philippians 2:3. "Let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than himself." Philippians 2:3. God desires that we humbly put others before ourselves. Believe it or not, it brings a lot of blessing. Always put Jesus first, others second, and yourself last. Jesus, others, you. Living this way gives us joy.